Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing today? Doing good? Great. Fantastic. That's what we like to hear. Got it just in time. So thanks once again for tuning in. As always, do appreciate it. If you want to go ahead and hit a thumbs up right now or later, that's great. You can do that whenever you feel free. Would appreciate that. But with that being said, a couple stocks really. Actually, there's a lot of stocks, but we're just not going to have time to go through them all. So main one, definitely going to be Roku. Roku ended up being pretty nice yesterday off earnings. Made a little bit of money on it. We'll probably just look for continuation on Roku today. We're going to talk a little bit about the market, the SPY, and actually I kind of want to move the camera, but maybe I'll just leave it for today. But anyways, we're going to talk about the market. We'll run through a few earnings plays, and then we'll touch on the large cap stocks. Let's see. Any good questions coming in? Yeah, Uber IPO is coming in today. Marcella, there's no stupid questions. So you can ask whatever it is you're asking or would like to. Nice work, Mr. Custom. Yes, good job. That's cool. Let's see. WTF. Oh, WFT. I'm like, WTF? What do you mean? All right, anyways, let's hop into it. So we'll go look at Roku real fast. This camera's just honestly bothering me. It's just got to turn a little bit this way. Yeah, just a little tizzy. There you go. This is driving me crazy. And now it's out of focus. There we go. Much better. All right, so let's touch on Roku here. So as many of you guys know, Roku went crazy yesterday. Really shot up. So today, what we're going to look for is continuation. It's pretty straightforward. Whenever you have an earnings play that runs really big, a lot of times you might get some continuation out of it the next day. I think Roku's move might have been a little overdid, so we'll watch for a pullback initially out of the gates and then watch for like a dip by long scenario. But still a little bit bullish on Roku. Was a big move. Would definitely say it's not ready to be shorted yet. Give it another couple days, and then it'll probably develop itself into a better short play. But for now, wouldn't be short bias on it. We can applaud the short sellers from yesterday. We can all give them a pat on the back. Without them losing, we would not have had such a great run on Roku. So to all the short sellers out there that were trying to short Roku on that earnings day, we applaud you. We thank you. Unfortunately, you were on the wrong side of the move, but you can learn from those mistakes and move past them. Life is not over. It's not the end of the world, but they were part of the reason as to why we had such a big move yesterday. So let's thank them. Thank you, guys. All right, now going forward today, I wouldn't say Roku's ready for a short play. I would say it's more or less probably going to do like a little pullback out of the gates, maybe see some people lock in profits from yesterday, or some early short sellers try and pile in and sell down. So I would just watch for a bounce. The only significant really level we have to go off of, so to speak, would be yesterday. Here at 78.23, and then arguably here at 80.50, and then maybe this one here at like 81.29. All three of these spots are spots where we could see Roku pick up. I don't think we'll hold 81.29. If it really wants to dip, I don't think we're going to hold 81.29. If it's more or less just looking for straight on continuation, then it would hold 81.29. But if it wants to dip, it'll probably run down to 80.55. If it's not ready to fully continue, it'll probably go down to 78.25 areas, bounce, and then start being really weird. So anyway, still watching Roku long bias. It's worth keeping on watch. It is now into its 3-year high. It's over its previous high, and what it's now done is created a cup and handle pattern. So big V cup, handle shooting out. But the cup and handle pattern would not have formed without Roku having a really good earnings. Roku on the watch for right now. Next thing we'll talk about is the market. So the SPY. A lot of people are still bearish on the market, still thinking down. I haven't been thinking down for 3 days. I've actually been thinking kind of up for 3 days. with, that early short play yesterday. So, previous 3 days ago, on, what was it, this day, I said to really watch the market long buy. I said it went long, but it was just a shitty up grinding move. It wasn't any fun. But that was because that significant buy level here, you could see this really big bounce, right? Market wanted to hold above that. All right, now we gapped down yesterday. We kind of rolled some more, then we bounce. Okay, so same kind of outlook. Market's trailing down. But the likelihood, I think the likelihood that we actually break down this low point is very insignificant. I don't think we're going to break this low point again. It's kind of like the other day where we had this really significant buy bounce. Markets gap down, roll into it, doesn't quite give. And I think we're going to be looking at the same scenario here with today. I just don't see the market breaking down this low point. I think we're going to be on a bounce day. And this might, in fact, be the day that creates... excuse me, I need to put a trend line. I think this could be the day that starts the higher low formation and we start to kind of move back up. Because if you look at the chart, we did kind of come down to an area of support that we referred to, this topping action right there. We're kind of holding right there. All right, if we put on the 180-day chart, it's going to look like this, where we do look pretty bearish. We're rolling down, but who's to say that this can't just get sucked back up. We create a higher low formation and then we start to bounce. So for me, I'm actually more long biased the market today. I have more of a long bias outlook. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't really care. Again, whatever way it starts going, I'll play that direction or favor the direction of whatever way the stocks are going for the day. But I would say we're probably on a bounce day or, trying to form some type of higher low scenario or formation, okay? Let me take a look. Somebody's got some questions here. Lost 2K in WWR NBEV. Haven't taken a look at NBEV today, but I will just for fun. Yeah, expectations. I didn't really actually look too deep into TTD's earnings, but they could have lowered guidance. If you lower guidance going forward, that basically means the company's not going to be doing as well. Will Uber affect Lyft? Will it make Lyft go down? Patrick, yeah, whenever you have two companies that are in the same business model, they tend to trade sort of in unison. So if you go look at NVIDIA and you look at AMD, they both tend to move pretty similar on the day, or when one starts to drop, the other is usually dropping. So they kind of move in unison. It might take, a couple days, maybe a couple weeks for them to actually start moving in sort of a unison, because Uber's new, Lyft's been around. So once Uber hits the market, kind of does whatever it wants to do and then kind of settles in, then they might start to move more in unison. But then again, maybe not. But they do tend to move in unison when you have two companies that are pretty much the same business model and within the same competitive field. Let's see. Actually, Marcella, I don't... If you have 600 shares in a short and the shares has a dividend in the moment, you are in short. The broker can discount the dividend? Well, actually, I've never been in that scenario, so I wouldn't know. But I wouldn't even think you get anything dividend-wise, because you don't actually own anything. Yeah, you're probably not getting any dividend because you don't own the shares, so you probably don't receive anything there. The volatility index. So I don't actually know how it's calculated, and you don't really need. I mean, if you want to, I don't know it, but you could look it up if you want to. That's not something I know, and I don't need to know it personally. Neither do you. Maybe there might be a reason you want to know it beyond what I know. But no, I don't know how the volatility index is actually calculated. I could figure it out. It'd probably take me a few minutes and I would understand it, but I don't honestly know. Yeah, MBEV was definitely poor yesterday. Tariffs have been increased. Yep. Yes, sir. Uber is going to be, yep. You have to pay the dividend. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't know. I've never been in that situation. plan with Uber, Connor? My plan with Uber is to not even trade Uber, and any of you guys, you might as well not even trade it. There's no point, right? The reason, here's the thing, guys. If you're thinking about trading Uber, you have FOMO. You do. You really do. You already have FOMO wanting to trade Uber. Happens every time, right? Why not, if you want to trade Uber, why not wait 10 days from now or 15 days from now or 30 days or 2 months from now? Well, Connor, it's not going to be as active. It's not going to be as fun. So you're looking for the hype. You're looking for the momentum. You already kind of have, a sense of FOMO going into that stock. I would probably just stay away from it. I don't even think I'm going to trade it personally. I don't care if it goes up. I don't really care if it goes down. That's the mentality that you really want to build as a trader. I don't really care, right? You don't care if something goes up. You don't care if it goes down. You don't really care about the bias. You can create a thesis. If it's wrong, who cares? It doesn't matter. Your objective is to always be on the right side of the move. Whether you're wrong about your thesis, that's fine. Just make sure you're on the right side of the move. So I don't really care what it does. And I wouldn't trade it probably if I were you. If it's going to open up, I don't even know where it's going to open up. I think it was going to open up around 90 or something like that. It's already high priced. The spread's probably going to be insane. There's going to be so many FOMO buyers on that thing. It's just probably not going to be an easy trader. Short everything today, Adam? No, I wouldn't short everything today. I'd actually be more long biased on the day. It's also Friday, guys, so the market might be a little slow, might be a little, it's Friday going into the weekend with the whole tariff news. I really wouldn't open any swing positions over this weekend. There's no point to open any. What's the point? There's really no point to opening up any swing position for the weekend. People get way too emotional, and with the whole tariff news and trade talks bullshit going on, the market could do a random swing over the weekend or whipsaw, and it's just not even worth it. What's the point? You might as well just wait till next week to start opening up any swing positions. At least that way you can manage it better. But yeah, the market gets way too emotional around the Trump tariff talks, and you never know exactly what's gonna happen. So I wouldn't even bother there. Etsy, I was thinking about Etsy. Yeah. So yeah, let's. So now that we kind of covered all those basis points, let's jump in here. So. Right. These are basically all the stocks that I was keeping an eye on today. I'll run through them real fast. We already went over Roku. There's this one here, FGEN earnings. I was keeping an eye on PBYI, keeping an eye on PBYI, Z, keeping an eye on JD, keeping an eye on SYMC, keeping an eye on. So there's so much going on today with earnings. But yeah, JD. I think someone asked, what do you see for continuation? Wait, who asked that? Is it down? JD. Do you see continuation on JD with earnings? Again, where are we at? So it just filled its gap, so maybe a spike back up, but actually I'd probably say short. Personally, I think it's going to be a down day for that. We'll see though, but generally speaking, it already had a really nice move, spiked up all the way into a gap fill resistance. If you go back a little bit, you could probably do let me do a trend line here. That's too much. We gotta do. All right, if you go like a trend line, god damn it, there we go. Trend line across. Like it's already ran right into that trend line, so it's already doing what it should do, kind of pulling back. It filled the gap, so I actually kind of say watch it short bias, maybe down to this previous kind of area, like right in this zone. So maybe down towards like 28, 82. So we'll see. I don't know. I've watched JD before on earnings, and I've seen it do stuff like this, and I think it just kind of fades out. So first, initially, what I would do is I would watch for a bounce. After it kind of slides out, I'd watch for a little bounce first, then maybe short. But again, I would probably be a little short bias on it. If I'm wrong, to me, it doesn't matter. If it goes up, it goes up. But we already hit resistance. We did a gap fill. We're off this trend line. I'd probably be short bias on it. Eric, feel free. You can join us anytime in our private room. We trade live all day long, baby. TWOU dip by opportunity, positive news on Genie, one to watch, green line. Oh, here's something you guys might be interested in that I didn't discuss. What is it? WKHS. You could watch WKHS for a bounce today. I don't know if we'll get one. It might not be ready for it. Usually they don't happen this soon, but it's worth watching. There might be a small dip by here off of WKHS today. Like off this previous high, right at 156, right there. So you could keep that on watch. It is getting kind of just absolutely crushed right now. But if there were any short sellers that hung on overnight and we have enough buyers to come in, we could squeeze out the short sellers on this play. And then it actually squeezes. So some to watch, some to take note of. But again, I think it might be too soon, might not be ready yet. And if it does break 150, then maybe it bounces off this 129 area, like 125, 120, 29 area. Next one, I'll take a look at TTD. That's worth keeping an eye on. TTD had a strong bounce. Let's see where it's at. Bounce out to 100. I would probably, again, still kind of market dependent. If the market has a green day, I'd probably watch TTD long bias. I would keep TTD long bias today, and watch it if the market goes bullish, definitely. Emmer Trader, BYND has options now. Will it be a good trader? The stock will move up and the stock will move down. Whether or not it's a good trade depends on where you buy or where you sell. So yes, all stocks can be good traders if you get the right entry or the right exit, with that being said. Personally, I usually don't stick around and trade IPOs because chart development hasn't really occurred. So for me, I won't trade it for the most part. I've done a few scalp trades on it, but no swing trading, just because chart development really isn't there for me. I like to make sure there's chart development. It makes it easier for the stock to read. So sure, BYND might be ripping 5-10 points in a day, and I might be missing out on 10 points a day potential, but it's like, well, I'd rather just wait till the opportunity becomes much more easier for me to understand, and then I'll just take the 1-2 point moves and be happy with it. But again, BYND has options. If you think it's going to go down, you can short it. Personally, I bet BYND drops down to like $30 a share, $40 a share. It's most likely overpriced to the max. So I'll just go ahead and say it right now. BRT gives a downgraded price on BYND to probably like $40 a share, $35 a share. Options, well, like the executing or shall I say no, so just option trading doesn't affect stock prices organically. Organically being that if I buy an option right now, it has zero effect on the price of the stock going up. Or if I sell an option right now, it has zero effect of the stock going up or down. Zero. It does not cause the stock to go up or down. Options can affect the way people buy and sell stocks. So they can have an effect on the way people are buying and selling the actual stock, but the option itself does not actually affect any price of the stock organically. Basically, no. So we don't, what we offer at Boiler Room Trading we don't do there's no hands-on, hey, it's your first day. We really have built a whole day trading course. It basically goes from start to finish. The day trading course in itself, I won't gloat it, but from what I've heard and feedback over the past couple years, which is pretty cool, it seems that we have some of the most in-depth and longest course available, more so than some of the Warrior Trading content, Tim Sykes. And it's cool. It's great, you know, and it might not be exactly what you're looking for. You might get more than what you're looking for, but that's just it. We have a day trading course that basically goes from like top to bottom, which I do need to revise. It's been a long time since I've gone over it. And then we have a chat room, you know, and really it's hard to follow along in our chat room if you don't have, you know, so to speak, kind of an intermediate level of trading. You can still learn, but it's going to take you far longer. So I usually recommend anybody that wants to get in the chat room, go through the course first, because once you go through the course, you'll understand everything that it is that I do and how I trade, and then you can just pick up on what I'm saying during the live day much faster. Yeah. TTD, I'd probably keep on watch long. Let's take a peek at the market, see what the market's doing again. Market's starting to hold that buy level, right? So market's kind of starting to hold. So again, I would probably be long biased for right now initially. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, let's take a look at NBEV, see what's going on there. Nothing's going on, no volume, nothing really to cheer about. No movement yet. Yeah, NBEV is still basically neutral. Just a neutral stock right now, nothing crazy there. Is it worth holding? I don't know. Is it worth holding to you? That's it. It's not is it worth holding to me? Is it worth holding to you? I don't know. Whatever your average price is, how many shares you have. If you're a millionaire, if you're a billionaire, I would say don't worry. You'll probably hold it. If you're a college student with $5,000, I would say maybe don't hold it. Right? It all depends on your situation, who you are, how comfortable you are. That's all plays a role. So for me, there's no reason to sell and there's no reason to buy. It's neutral. All right? It's just kind of sitting right in the middle. So until you get some type of bearish signal or bullish signal, you're pretty much just in a neutral playing field. You're in timeout right now on that for me. And I'm sorry if that came off a little sassy, but yeah, you're neutral. That's the way I see it, as a neutral play right now. I live in Michigan. I live in the Midwest. Yeah. So again, pretty much an earnings plays day, guys. Again, we'll run through it. What is Connor probably going to watch? Probably going to watch Roku. TTD is kind of interesting. Maybe watch that. Netflix, I kind of like for a bounce on the day. Let's see how it was performing. Is it performing okay? No, it's not. It was looking better earlier, but it's now not. So never mind that. But I'll probably still watch it for a bounce just in case. Yeah, like any large cap stock you see, again, right? They're all moving with the market. So whatever the market does, like, does this look pretty similar? Does this move look pretty similar to what the market did yesterday? Like, and I say this all the time, and I always get questioned. But then again, it doesn't even matter what I get. But again, like look at BABA. What'd the market do? Midday, market goes up, BABA goes up. That's interesting. What about NVIDIA? Midday. Market goes down. Market goes up. BABA goes down. Or sorry, NVIDIA goes down. NVIDIA goes up. Interesting. What about TTD? Goes down. Goes down. Market goes up. It goes up. Interesting. What about AMD? It goes down. It goes down. Then it goes up. Then it goes up. Interesting. Odd. What about Intel? What did Intel do today yesterday? Intel. It goes down. It goes down. It goes up. It goes up. Interesting. You guys starting to see the correlation? Again, so when I preach follow the market, that's literally all you have to do when the market is bearish. So again, are you guys thinking about TTD? Are you thinking about Netflix? Are you thinking about Roku? Are you thinking about Facebook? Thinking about Apple? Whatever the market does, follow the market. And if the market starts to bounce and look bullish, your stocks are probably going to go up. If the market turns and starts going bearish, your stocks are probably going to go down. Okay. So I How much the market goes up doesn't necessarily dictate that your stock is going to bounce that hard. All the stocks trade a little bit different. They all have different, average true ranges and volatility or beta. So maybe I'll do a video on beta. Probably should. Most likely should. Okay, I will. But anyways, it's 8:57. Got to run to the private group. This is the time that I get back on and we go through the rest of pre-market and we get soon into our live trading for the day. Again, if you want to join us, you know how to do so. Link is in the description. If you don't worry. I'll still be here all the time. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, if you can, give me a thumbs up before you head on the video. Else you're going to have a really red day. You're probably going to blow up your whole account. So you don't want to do that. So make sure you hit the like button, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right, guys, take care.